everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Claydry, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about my GW2 PoF experience this past weekend. It was very exciting for me to try out everything that we were able to try, you know, the bounties, the Raptor mounts, the exploration around Crystal Desert, and I made this video of some of the parts that I like the most. So I'm gonna go watch it with you while I talk about it. So let's go ahead and do that. So here we go, guys. As you can see here, one of the things that you could do in this preview weekend is you could try out the bounties. So I'm gonna go ahead here and pick up this Champion Forge Maverick bounty so you guys can see how it is. These bounties are really interesting, and I found it out that it's way easier for you to do it with other team members than do it by yourself. It gets really hard doing by yourself, so try not to. I actually found at some point I found a squad that was actually just going around and doing bounties, and it was really interesting to see that. So here we find Maverick, and it was really cool how it all works out. One of the things, I'm gonna stop it here, one of the things that I found in some of the bosses for the bounties is that they have this weird mechanic. As you can see, has this blue circle around with some arrows pointing towards him, and I believe you can only do CC and damage when you're inside the circle. So that's a cool interesting mechanic that they did. I actually found another boss. I recorded it, but it had no sound, unfortunately, and I can't show you guys. But there was this legendary Choya, which is like, Choyas are those little guys that you saw in the trailer, that you slice them up and they become like fruit. There was this big one and a little island, and basically how it worked was that it had this kind of circles, but he would do two different mechanics. Like, there was one point that it would do arrows towards him and you had to hit him inside that circle, and there was another time that it would do like the opposite. It would do the arrows for the outside, so you had to go on the circle outside and do damage there in CC. So it was really an interesting thing to see. Like, I really enjoyed this whole mechanic stuff, and it makes it more interesting in my opinion, honestly. So here we go. We found some box that we got from the chest, and here are some of the things you might get. This one is the Weather Prayer Beads. It grants a small amount of karma. It says, sometimes these are brought because they're valuable, but often a connection to home in better times is reason enough. Sounds cool. Other one was 6 ley infused sands. Crystal Desert sand is a magically harmonic substrate that absorbs chaotic ley energy over time, and as we all know, it gets everywhere. You know, it's like sand. This is actually a crafting material for the scribe, so it's pretty nice. I think that it's cool that they got some stuff for the scribe profession or class, whatever you want to call it. There's also this piece of an identified gear. It says, salvage for reward of crafting materials. It can also be identified at hard merchants across the Crystal Desert. The contents not guaranteed. So yeah, these drop a lot, these sort of items. If you kill bosses of bounties and stuff, it drops these kind of things. These are also trade contracts you get on your inventory, so you can get more bounties, of course. This is another place that I found, which was really cool. As you can see, it has the fanged ibogas, which I believe are going to be pets for the ranger as well. I didn't find like one that you could charm, but I'm sure they will show up eventually, because, you know, we couldn't try the specialization, so I guess they didn't put it there. But I didn't get to explore like every single place here in this area, but I believe it had no other like how do you say, passive ones that you could charm. But these ones are like really funny because, you know, they're flowers and they're carnivore flowers. Also, when I salvaged this bleached bones, I got this achievement right here. I'm sure you have to like get more of these in the future as well. So here I am against two ibogas. As you can see, they throw these poisonous things at you, which are not good. They're not very good. So and this lake, I found this weird fish that had a name. Like usually fish are just like tunas or other things, but this one here has a name called Nanchi. I don't know if this is gonna mean something, but I just thought you guys should see because it was like something out of the ordinary. So it's a really beautiful place. So this is what I found or when I was exploring a little bit of a sandy part of the map, and I found this little cute sand lion cub, and I thought, wow, this is cute. But that's when it got a little messed up because I got too close to the sand lions and well, it didn't go very well. So yeah, try not to mess with sand lions or little lion cubs because they'll come running after you. Just saying. So if you were doing Euro challenge, this is one of the Euro challenges you can find in the map, and I thought it was very interesting because it has a lot of dialogue things, and I'm gonna let you guys hear it because it was very interesting.
Come, Outlander, learn of King Joko, bringer of peace.
Forgive us, King Joko. We want to come home. Take us back into your kingdom, your majesty. We'll do anything to return to your good graces.
We were wrong to ever leave Alona.
There you go. There's a lot of like refugees asking to go home and for forgiveness for Palau Joko. And here you get to fight the veteran confessor Opime. I'm gonna go closer and we're gonna read what it says. So it says, "You're no refugee. Have you come to ask about joining our ranks in the afterlife? One look at you tells me you're not worthy, but you could change my mind." Why would I want to do that? Immortality, the honor of fighting for the great Palau Joko. Or maybe you don't care about joining the Awakened. You simply want to prove me wrong about you. Well, what do you gotta say? That last one works for me.
Give yourself
So yeah, this is not that hard of a fight, but there's also some Awakened that show up, and I really enjoy the music once you kill him. Like guys, hear it a little bit.
Are depending on us to get their water flowing again as soon as possible. As always, stay alert for unwanted attention from the wildlife out here.
May I be excused?
Forgive us, King
I think
Joko.
I'm needed back
We
in the
want to come
city.
home.
This area over here that I found is where you get if you buy the Ultimate Edition expansion for the Path of Fire. You get that pass to go to a certain city or place where you have access to merchants and stuff. So this is the one you get if you're wondering and you don't know. This is the place that you get into if you get that pass. I tried to get inside, but of course I couldn't get it because that's how it works. It's the same with every single pass thing. So what the guy says is, if you talk to this guy at the door, he says, "Welcome to the Lily of Alone. Only those with a pass are allowed on the premises." And And then you ask, what's the Lily of the Alone? Zelenbor's luxury riverboat for his most elite guests. The lounge offers a variety of service, merchants, crafting stations, bankers, whatever you need. So basically, as the other passes, it's the same thing. And then we ask, who is Zelembor? Who is? Ha! A joke, right? No, not a joke. You must be very new. Zelembor is the proprietor of the Grand Sahil Casino. You should visit. This is actually the casino that you find near the waypoint that you get access to. There's this big casino, and there's also some event that you can do for getting casino coins that you can then trade with one of the NPCs inside the casino. It was really funny. I got to do that event. I didn't get to finish because it's a really big event, but it seems like a lot of fun. And the NPC also gives you a mini pet if you trade coins with it. So you could just like ask, how do I get a pass? But it will redirect you to the Black Lion Trading Company to buy it. So that's, as you all know, that's how it works. Here's another place that you guys probably know of already. A lot of people have been posting screenshots and stuff, and I found it really funny when I got here the first time. This is the Balthazar statue, and it has this basket with googly eyes in it. It's just really, really cool. I'm really glad that they did this because, you know, it's one of the things that you find and you think, well, they did well in putting this here, you know. I found it really funny. I don't know. It's just me. I just think it's really cool. So here's another thing that I found. This is one of the masteries that you can do. And it's a very, very interesting mastery because I have never seen a mastery so hardcore to do. Like, it's not a boss or anything, but it takes some time to get it right. Like, I'm gonna show you guys the first time that I did, and I failed really hard, and I took a bunch of minutes to get it right, and I'm gonna show you after that when I did it right. But it takes some while. Basically, there's a master chef, Larabe, I'm not sure how to say that name. And it says, hey, stop there. Only my sous chefs can taste that soup. And then we say, what does it take to be your sous chef? And it says, I yell an ingredient. My sous chef throws me that ingredient. Could you handle that? So basically what you have to do in this mastery is that it will walk around and say, well, I have this item. Throw it to me and we're good to go. So it will tell you a bunch of items it wants you to throw at him, but it will rock around the room a lot of times, so it gets sometimes really hard to like get it in the right position because you have like a timer on your head, like a big bar, and you have to be really quick so it doesn't go down. If the bar goes down, you lose. So as long as you keep throwing it right on him, you also have like a speed buff you can use to go around quicker. But if you keep just throwing it the ingredients, the bar will go up a little bit, so you just have to be really fast. But I'm gonna show you guys how I did the first time.
Let's see if you have what it takes to be my sous chef, Outlander. You're going to help me make our house specialty, tagine stew. I call for an ingredient, you throw it. Got it? Grab me a piece of burnt wood to
see, this is the bar you get on your head. It will keep going down as long as you don't like throw the items you need. So it will say an item, you have to pick it up. There are a lot of items around the room and you have to pick the one he says and just throw it in. The first skill you see here, it's the one that gives you speed. And the second one is when you grab the item and then you just have to throw it. It has like a big circle and you just have to throw it to the big circle. You'll see here. I'm gonna show you guys how I did it now and how you have to do it.
Tagine stew. I call for an ingredient, you throw it. Got it? There's nothing like fresh caught yellowfin tuna. So find it for me.
So here I'm gonna get the yellowfish. Now I just have to click the second skill and throw it in. As you see, the bar goes up. So that's all you have to do.
Where's my flour?
See, it will just keep going up as long as you get the items right and throw it in.
Probably find flour in a kitchen. Fetch my secret sauce. Hurry! Apple pie, I said. What? I'm hungry. Grab that Orion gulperfish before it goes, worse. How about some apple pie? Don't judge me. Never mind why. Just get me those wolf pheromones. Hurry up with that roasted meat! Get me some honey. Find me a spiky fruit. Orion gulper is an ingredient I swear by. Now fetch it before I swear at you. You're actually a nearly passable
There you go.
sous
See,
chef.
you get
At the very least,
achievement called Just a Sip and the Mastery
you're a
Point.
quicker wit than those weepy
It's kind of
fools
a
over there.
challenging mastery point. I think it was very funny that they did this. Another place I found for a hero challenge was this place here. It's kind of inside of a pyramid thing. And it was very interesting to find these places. I like the statue just standing there inside the sand and everything. There's also this little person here standing on the ground that you can examine. It says Shiny Rocks Glider, and then you ask what happened. Bombs, Fury Guys, Trap, Horrible. It's a script, actually. Forgot to mention, it's a script. Scripts like shinies, and, well, there's shinies here, so you would guess they would be here. There's also another script over there, lying and probably injured as well. So in this abandoned forge or hero challenge, I found a little guy that was very interesting that you could see also in the trailer. It's one of those forge Balthazar army guys that has this skate thing, and I think it's really cool. It says this piece of ore seems to have been abandoned by Balthazar's forces. Examine it more closely. And there he comes. It's a forged Vanguard. He has some interesting mechanics as well. I'm gonna show you a little bit of it. You'll see he throws like a flame thing as well. There you go. It has some really nice colors and everything. It's really nice. There you go. You got another hero challenge. And then there are some rewards. There was this, hold on. There is this sand worn wreckage that you get. It says contains hides of Cormyr. I think it's really cool. There might be some other stuff that you can get from that as well. So remember when I told you you shouldn't do bounties alone? So this one here is an example of that. I took a really long time to kill this Tazula Mine Clouder. It's kind of like those Ibogas I showed you guys earlier, but it's really hard. And he also spawns a little Iboga sprouts or something, It took me so long, but fortunately someone showed up and helped me out, so please don't do these alone. They take a very long time to kill, so like I said earlier, don't do that. always get help, because these, I mean, you can do it alone, but it takes a really long time. And you also get the Crystal Oasis Champion Bounties, but of course, because I defeated 5 of them. just so you know, just if you're wondering. At least that's where I found the bounty boss. There's also the place that I showed you guys earlier here for the pass. There's also a mastery here you guys can do. And let's go. Oh, this place here, it's very interesting as well. You can find one of those exploration guides you get on the other maps as well. And the cool thing about this guy is that when he shows you the places around, he also shows you a little bit of the part that you can't explore. So I found it really interesting because he says there's a temple of Cormier and everything. But yeah, I found it that you guys should see it in case you haven't, because it was something different.
Northern road to the Crystal Highlands. Balthazar's army arrived here only
See,
recently,
he shows a heart
but
there.
they're already causing mayhem and spreading misery. The temple of Cormier and nearby town of Quali
See, he
struggle
says
to care
something
for
about Quali
refugees
that
of the
we don't get to
warfare,
explore in the
despite
temple of
constant
Cormier.
attacks. If you're looking to explore, there are dunes to the south and ruins to our north. Take care if you stray from the road.
Also, if you go to this place here, you find this NPC that talks to you about the Mirage. It's the elite specialization for the Mesmer profession. And if you're interested in knowing some of it, you should get close to this NPC and talk to her, because it's very interesting what she says about it. So I found another mastery that I thought you guys should see. This place here used to be like a portal thing that people used to get into and use, but then as the guy will say, it stopped working. I'm gonna let you guys hear what he says.
You should have seen these back when they were working right. The scavengers took apart the switches. I can still make them light up. Want to play the old memory game for old time's sake?
So basically what he had to do is that you'll make some lights in this place here, and you have to do like a memory game where you need to guess where the lights were. So he'll show you the lights, and then you have to click on the right lights. So it was kind of a challenge as well, but you'll get it right.
I've seen these back when they were working right. Watch the sequence I light up for you.
See, it will do a sequence around here. I'm gonna do it really quick so you guys don't have to see the whole thing, because this takes a while. But you just have to memorize where the lights show up.
Wonderful, just wonderful. Seems like old times.
And you also get a trip down memory lane achievement. And the mastery point, of course.
All that's missing from this experience is a good old-fashioned Hydra attack. That's how I ended up here. Never saw it coming.
It's very sad what he says. Like, basically, he's telling us that he died from an Hydra attack, which is sad. Other cool thing that I found is the sandworm page that was laying around and gave an achievement called Lost Lure of Crystal Oasis. It is something like Garden of the Gods, page 03. A book fragment worn away by the desert sands. It will need to be completed before reading. Can be consumed for mastery experience and karma. I believe there might be some of these pages laying around the map, but I think you have to gather them all and then just consume everything. Yeah. So this place here, I found very interesting because, as you can see on the minimap, there's a point of interest on top of this sort of mountain thing, and there's also an NPC, a Jinn NPC that you can't reach this place. At least I couldn't find a way to reach it. I believe it has to be with another mount or a more masteries on your own Raptor mount that you couldn't get access now. And I found it cool because there's like this big tower on top of the mountain as well, which has like this circle roof thing. And also around here you could see the sand lake where you find the skimmer, and don't try to go inside because you die, like I did when I tried to. So other thing that I thought I should show you is the animations of the Raptor. I'm sure most of you already have seen it. There's 2 animations that they do, but I find them so cool that I wanted to show you guys in case you didn't get to see them. So here we go. And you're like, what? Why are you doing that? They're just so great. So for last, I left you guys the race. Yeah, there's a race that you can do in the main town where you got the waypoint and stuff. And it's a really cool race. I got to try it a bunch of times, but the cool interesting is that when I was recording this, well, I'm not gonna spoil you, but I kind of am. But I don't know. It's just, I found it really cool the fact that I recorded and I actually got to first place, and it was the first time ever. So yeah, spoils. But yeah, I found it really cool that I got to record it and I got to first place. But I didn't try it. Like, I've only did the race like 3 times, I guess. I'm not sure. But I found this really interesting. If you guys want to try it out when the expansion comes out, it's really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my race to first place, and yeah, let's see how it went. Also, the song is just awesome. we go, guys! We got it! Woohoo! You get the race to the finish, Crystal Desert. Really cool, huh? You get all those fireworks on your head and everything. It's really nice. I was amazed with myself when I got to first place, honestly. But it's pretty cool that I got to record it for you guys and show you. It's real simple, but I guess because I already basically know where to go and stuff. But it's really nice. So yeah, guys, this was a lot of fun to play. I can't wait for the next weekend because we're going to be able to try out the Elite packs. It's going to start on August 18 and it's going to go till August 20. So make sure you log in to Guild Wars 2 on that day if you want to take a look at the new Elite specializations. Let me know in the comment section below which Elite spec are you most excited about playing. I'm most excited about the Weaver because I play Elementalist, but I want to take a look at the Spellbringer and the Soul Beast because those look nice as well. If you haven't seen yet, make sure to see my reaction videos of the Guild Wars 2 expansion for the announcement and the preview weekend. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to thumb it up and subscribe if you have not already. And I guess I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye, everyone.